started by Golden Corral. It's to help children of military families meet other children of military families, with the emphasis towards children whose parents that are in the military have been injured, disabled, or killed in action. So these kids, they suffer too. You know, it's not just the parents that have to come back from war and deal with what they've seen. It's also the kids that have to deal with a parent that's come home different. So this is a way for the kids to get to know each other, get to know that they're not alone. This community has raised $30,000 for Camp Corral in the last 4 years. That's more than any other New Mexico store, and that's including Albuquerque. Okay, so I'm pretty proud of this community. We've done a lot to send kids to camp. Our goal this year is to send 4,000 kids. Over the past 5 years, we've sent 10,500 kids, and we raised over $1.7 million for Camp Corral. So it started with one camp, now we have 23, started in one state, now I think we're in 19 states.
It's always exciting when we have an event like this because businesses create things in our community that we need, jobs, and jobs for people to have a future, to have prosperity, to raise their families. And so business is the backbone, and that's why the Chamber's here to help support the business community. And it's always, again, like I said, very exciting when we have an expansion of business because it's going to impact lives and it's going to impact people. And so Golden Corral, we appreciate all you're doing in our community, what you're doing for those kids, and what you're doing to help the lives of individuals here in our community. We thank you.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Hi, I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, and welcome to Double Talk. We're here in front of the Golden Corral opening, which was on January 5th, I believe.
January 5th, yes. And we just witnessed the ribbon cutting right in front of the place. We're getting ready to go back inside to sample some of the fabulous food here at the Golden Corral.
It's really chilly out here, but I hear they do have really good chili in there. So we're anxious to get there, and we'll see you in a second.
Well, we just got our drinks, so we're going to go have some food now. Got a little bit of chicken here.
Well, there's nothing better than breakfast for lunch. And these guys have breakfast all day long, which is good, because I haven't had any breakfast. So I'm going to eat up a storm.
I'm going to get some salad here before I sit down and eat. Looks like a very healthy buffet of salad works.
Well, it's only, 10:30 in the morning. I'm eating breakfast. You don't have to eat a lot at any buffet, even though, as you see from Mark's plate, you can really pig out if you'd like to.
I'm having lunch right here at the Golden Corral.
You know,
now we have 2 buffets open again in Las Cruces. For a long time, when they closed the other one,
a couple of months,
we only had a Chinese buffet.
But we had Golden Corral before that.
And now we have Golden Corral open again. We're back to 2 buffets as it should be.
Yes, and I was looking for, they apparently have some peaches and cream waffles. I didn't see those, but I did see these pancakes, which look sad in the little bin, but I would say these are the best pancakes I ever had. And I had the best pancakes in Las Vegas, so these top those.
Really?
And yes, these are really good. I was trying to tell you, get the pancakes, they're really good. And you don't have to eat a lot. You don't have to pig out. Eat, a normal portion of food. It's healthy. It's still a good deal, because if you eat a meal, you pay money. So it works. A Golden Corral is a pretty good deal.
If you eat more than you should anyway, it goes to waste.
It all goes to waste.
Your waste.
It all goes to waste, yes. So we're glad to be here. What else do you want to say? We're the media giants of Las Cruces, so it's only proper that we should be in one of the largest buffets in the city.
That's right. They claim that this is the best Golden Corral in the entire state.
All fresh food.
And
you know,
the
even the eggs are good. Really, scrambled eggs. I mean, they're really good. So, I don't know. What'd you eat?
I'm having baked fish right now.
They have like Chinese food. They have Mexican food. They have Anglo food. What's Anglo food?
They have pizza. They have pasta.
They're known for their pot roast. Maybe I'll try a little pot roast.
Yeah.
It looks good. Actually, everything does look good.
And in a minute, we'll be trying some desserts.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of officials here, and we're good to go. I'm good to eat. So get some food. Why don't you? Get something to eat.
And we're wrapping it up here at the Golden Corral. We just had a fabulous lunch. We're with Gladys, who's the hospitality manager. Thank you, Gladys, for all your hospitality.
Oh, thank you all for coming.
Nobody come for dessert because we're here, so wait until we're done. Then you could all rush this thing. What were you going to say?
Oh, well, come on down. We'd love to see you at the new location, 1661 Hickory Loop. We're open, ready to have, take care of y'all.
I have this little cookie here, and they have a chocolate fountain right behind Gladys. And I'm going to...
Get some more on it.
No, it's going to make a mess.
Oh.
So, people love chocolate fountains. You don't get chocolate fountains all over the place, but you do get it all over you. So anyhow, from us here at Double Talk.
We're going to throw it back to the studio now to the Double Talk show with Mark and Michael. And that was us, our celebrity appearance at the Golden Corral.
Yes, that was a bad idea, getting the chocolate fountain on the cookie because it kept dripping over my
Onto the rug.
Yes.
Onto my hand.
The new rug, which was just put in.
Yeah, way to go, Michael.
But everybody likes a chocolate fountain.
Yes. Well, what was that?
Except you, probably, because there's fructose in it or something.
Well, it looked more like a Hershey's syrup or something.
It was pretty goopy.
But we had a good time over there at the Golden Corral.
I'd go back for their pancakes right now. We're doing an early show, so it is breakfast time.
That's true. And they're on North Hickory Loop, hard by the freeway.
Hard by the freeway. You got to keep going and follow Hickory Loop to the end of the loop.
That's right. Now, they were closed for a few weeks. Prior to moving
we didn't even notice it. There's so many cars by Red Lobster.
Right. So the old Golden Corral in Tell Shore has been closed for several months. This place opened though last month, but the grand opening was just this week. And
apparently, when we took this video.
Right. And so now there's two large buffets in Las Cruces now open. Although there are several other Chinese buffets around town, not quite as big as
smaller buffets.
Smaller buffets. Most Chinese places in town have a buffet.
Yeah.
Most of them, not all.
You don't have to go to a buffet to eat Chinese food.
And I'm hoping
Oriental Palace, one of my favorites.
Yes, they don't have a buffet.
You don't like that.
And
but they tell you, at least when you have food in front of you, you know when to stop eating, when it's gone.
When it's gone, or when you're ready to take the rest home.
Yes.
We need a smorgasbord in this town, don't we?
What's the difference? Why do we need a smorgasbord? A smorgasbord is just...
What is the difference between a smorgasbord
it's like a
and a buffet? It's Swedish.
You got Swedish
What do you get? Gravlax.
I thought we were going to talk about Warren Buffett when you said it says Buffett up
No,
there.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett?
Yes.
Oh, Margaritaville. Speaking of Margaritaville, we should do our traditional thing.
Well,
can that thing.
We got to wash down all that food.
2 weeks ago, I want to thank my daughter for being here last week where we did scotches, single malt scotches. In fact, Glenmorangie, one that my friend Jim sent. But we did Monkey Shoulder 2 weeks ago. And I talked to the guy at Toucan, mentioned to him that Monkey Shoulders is running a cocktail convention or a contest. And he mentioned that Monkey Shoulder is the fastest growing Scotch brand there is. So we're going to redo Monkey Shoulder and taste test it versus one of the all-time favorites, everybody's Chivas Regal. So we're going to do this now, and then after the break, we will do Chivas. So Slanja.
Slanja?
Or Slanjava, as they sometimes say.
Laddie.
You loved this one last time. It's so smooth. There's no bite.
It really is.
There's no alcohol. It's just...
I can see why Monkey Shoulder is the fastest growing Scotch.
It's an easy entry to Scotch. Once you get used to the flavors... And you have a lot of flavor.
What's a bottle of this run, more or less?
Oh, God, it was in Toucan.
You got that at Toucan, right?
Yeah, I think $25 maybe.
$25, okay.
Anywhere 20 or 30.
No, 20 or 30.
20 or 30.
You'll pay 20 for
if
Jameson
if
when
you
it's not on
If you
sale.
go to Specs, you would?
If it's not on
Oh, you
sale,
would.
you'll pay that for
Yes,
Jameson,
but monkey
Irish
shoulder.
whiskey.
Anyway, monkey shoulder. Good. You like that better than Famous Grouse, right? I think you did. Famous Grouse had more of a little bite, but still.
I like Famous Grouse. I like that better, though. Yes,
We
I
all,
do.
we all like Scotch. We'll see how much Scotch we like when we see
Yeah.
the Chivas. So that's our cocktail thing.
My only caveat against the Golden Corral is no beer and wine to wash down the food. Of course,
I know how to do
it's
that.
family friendly. That means no beer and wine.
They come around and fill your cups up with coffee, so it's great for people on AA.
Oh, but when
You
they
just keep getting coffee.
if the waitress asks you if you would like more iced tea, make sure you tell her which iced tea you're drinking.
Not the
Sweetened or the unsweetened, because whatever one you're drinking, they'll bring the other one if you don't tell them.
It's a good breakfast drink.
It's not just for dinner anymore.
I mean, when you want something a little edgier, single malts, but yeah, it's good, pretty easy.
Hey, the presidential race is underway,
Which one?
and all of them.
From our club?
Yes, Club America.
Club of America?
And there was news about how many votes the presidential candidates have missed because they're away on the campaign trail. They're not there to do the job that we're paying them to do. We're not paying them to run for president. We're paying them to represent us in Congress.
That's right. And nevertheless, they still ask for money on the internet.
That's right.
Because they don't get paid enough.
Now Rubio, who's
Who's
running
that?
for president, Marco Rubio,
Yeah.
he's missed 95 votes, which is 46.6%.
That's
of
so
votes.
close to half.
Almost half of he's almost missed half the votes this year.
In his favor, even though I'm not in his favor, probably a lot of those votes are really not that important. I mean, when you have so many votes, I guess there had to be at least 200 things they were voting on. A lot of them are small, like whether we should release poison into the rivers.
Yeah. Why shouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to go somewhere.
Now, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz has missed 75 votes.
Close, but not.
We don't even have a picture of Ted Cruz because he's so far on the campaign trail, he doesn't even get a picture.
Well, everybody knows what Ted Cruz looks
So he's
like.
missed over 28% of his votes. Now, Rand Paul, he's only missed 18 votes.
That's like less than 10%.
He's raising less money, so I guess he's not away from home that much.
He was on one of the shows. He was on Steve Colbert on Wednesday night.
Yeah, and now
10 minutes. They give him 10 minutes.
Bernie Sanders has only missed 26 votes.
What does that say?
And Bernie Sanders, he wants to lower the ATM fees.
That's one of his campaign things. If you don't want to pay ATM fees, then join a bank that has their ATMs all around town. In my case, Citizens is pretty convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So plan your economic needs.
And
plan your needs.
Right now, Obama.
Oh, there's the ATM. In case nobody knows how to use an ATM.
Now, Obama, when he ran for president back in 2007, he missed 121 votes. He hit the campaign trail hard. That was 30% of his votes missed. John McCain, who he was running against, missed twice that many.
That's exactly twice as many.
McCain missed 242 votes.
So you see, if you miss less votes, you win.
Yeah.
So, Trump has never missed any of his votes
That's true.
In the Senate or House of Representatives. What political experience does he have?
Him?
What is he on? Was he
I
a
think
governor?
I think
was he in the Senate? Was he mayor of New York?
I think he ran for student council president in high school.
Sure he did.
Now, there is a senator in Congress by the name of Chuck Grassley from Iowa.
Is that a picture of him?
That's him. This
He
man
looks like an English teacher I
Since
had.
1993, Chuck Grassley has never missed a vote at all.
He's like the kid that never misses school, and people throw him into wastebaskets.
Well, he might
lock him in the locker.
He might be a nerd, but he's Iowa's nerd.
He's punctual.
That's right. He gets the job done.
Iowa needs a nerd,
right,
or two.
Now, a lot of people complain that Obama, is abusing the executive orders concept. Especially with this gun thing. Oh, they think that he's just ruining the country because of his executive order.
I know, to keep people from having guns and killing each other.
Keep the mentally ill from getting guns. Obama has issued 157 executive orders. George Bush issued 291 executive orders. Ronald Reagan, 381.
And everybody praises Ronald Reagan for his handling of the country, whereas during Ronald Reagan's presidency, it ended up in a fiscal collapse, as did George Bush's.
The SNL scandal? Yeah.
Yeah, a fiscal collapse.
Yeah.
Oh, who cares? I mean, he was still great because he took regulations off all the banks.
Right.
That's always good.
Yeah, and everything else.
And
So-
probably guns.
So anyway-
he was definitely an NRA guy. He was probably in it.
So Obama actually is doing less executive orders than almost any president ever.
So anyway, we're going to take a break because we're going to get to the next scotch, and we're anxious to see the difference between Monkey Shoulder and Chivas.
And Chivas, so-
See you after these words.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and I have a confession to make. I have a serious crush on my workout. Hip, fun, and always a challenge. Jazzercise is the total package. It's the only workout that I've ever truly loved. Does it show? That's because I'm in the best shape of my life. What a difference Jazzercise makes. When's the last time your workout swept you off your feet? Find a class near you at jazzercise.com.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
And we're back. This is Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, and
What is this, Michael? What are we
It's a
seeing?
drinking show. This is Chivas Regal, 12 years. I don't think they're all 12 years.
12
This
years
is a favorite of many people.
Oh, this is a blend. Is that a blend?
They're both blends, and that's why, because we're trying to see that Monkey Shoulders, fastest growing. Chivas is really, really popular for years.
It's a classic standard.
It's a favorite of Tom's cousin, Jay.
I find it a bit overpriced. But
That's because, you know why it's overpriced?
why?
Because it's expensive.
Oh.
People love it.
I don't love it as much as the monkey.
Ooh. Well,
Quite a difference.
yes, quite a difference. It fills your mouth up with crazy flavors.
Is it smokier?
It's got a little smoke, but you know, this lays flat on your tongue, the flavor. This one fuses itself into your upper palate.
A bit more of a burn, I'd say.
But it's still smooth. It is smooth. It doesn't have that burn that we've experienced so often.
That Canadian Club might have.
Yeah, or Everclear.
Oh, talk about your burn, baby.
That burns. I mean, what? What? It's 40% alcohol, I'm guessing.
Well, I hope so. Now, we were talking about...
Yes.
We were talking about
Oh, yeah.
politicians a minute ago.
Well, politicians, this is how they make all their laws. They get everybody drunk and they say, sure, I'll vote for that.
Well, sure, they have 3 martini
I'll
lunches.
vote for that.
Sure.
Who's
Now,
that?
That's Leslie Ann Dean Singh. She ran for Congress 2 years ago for this congressional district, District 2 of New Mexico, against Steve Pierce. Of course, she did not win. And I was expecting her to run again because she had all the campaign signs. And I figured, why not reuse
Yeah,
them?
why not? Recycling is good.
And so it turns out she's not running. Who is running, though, to represent New Mexico District 2 is Marilee Souls. We don't have a picture of her because we found out too late to get it.
You know what's interesting? She's sing and the other one's soul. So soul singer
Soul singer.
is what you got there.
You want to have soul to sing.
Yes. Mary Lee ran for some other things here. We've been to some of her fundraisers for her other political places.
So we wish her
and
well.
she's really good. We know her.
There'll be more,
Sort
there'll
of.
be
We
more
sort of know her.
about her, and we'll probably have her on the show here in the near future.
Here she is now. Come on.
And so anyway,
I'm wrong.
best of luck to you, Marilee. Now, Doñana County's got big doings. Oh, they always do.
Doñana County, big doings.
Big doings over there at the county.
Do you mean being busted and arrested and sued for all sorts of chazarai?
Well, the Sheriff Vigil.
What's his first name?
Kiki.
Thank you.
And old Kiki, he's ordered 29 new cop cars.
He got him. Didn't he get him?
SVUs. No, he hasn't got them yet.
He's got right.
But they can't use, even if they showed up next month, he wouldn't be able to use them because there's no money for the computers that go in them.
On the other hand, the cop cars they have now probably have those computers. Why not take those computers out of the old cop cars, stick them in the new cop cars? I'm sure those old cop cars, we've seen those cop cars. They're like Dodge Chargers or something, right?
Well, some of them are...
Hot little units there.
No,
I mean, we spend a lot of money.
That's the city.
Well, what did those guys have? Just Fords?
They have...
probably Fords.
Some old Fords. Some of them have 200,000 miles on them. They've got a couple of SVUs, but they're mostly getting 29 SVUs that are coming in.
SUVs?
SUVs, rather.
Yes.
Yes.
For, I thought they had Yugos. You have Yugos?
Yeah.
Why do they wear, they should have those little Fiat 500s because that's what they have in Italy, right?
Oh.
And they're in all the chase scenes in Italy. They're cute. They can move into little places. We have a lot of little places in Las Cruces you want to get into, little alleyways.
That you don't want to get into.
Well, if you're a cop, you gotta. That's what they should have. But we like power cars. I mean, they look exciting when they're flagging you down. And you go, oh, cool car, and you get out of your car. Then they shoot you.
And sometimes you need a four-wheel drive around here because there's things that go on out in the desert.
Mud.
And the sand and, up to the mountains and things like that.
You shouldn't be out there.
Right. Now...
so what's your point? Oh, county stuff?
So they want another $300,000 for new computers because they want state-of-the-art computers. The ones they've got are probably 8 years old.
You can buy a computer for $800, a good one.
Yeah.
A good portable.
Oh, they need the telemetry system and everything that goes with it.
All that. Also, Kiki is, if I can call him that, he's also planning on trying to take the case to court about his takeover of the jail.
Yeah, right. Well, he's suing the county in federal court.
But he wants it to be a jury trial.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the best way to get your case out there.
This month, hopefully it comes this month because I'm on the jury thing this month. I will try not to get out of it, although I will say that if somebody is suing the county and I live in the county, then I feel that he's suing me.
Well, he lives in the county too. So
he's part of the suit. Yes, he is, but he's getting the money from suing himself, so it's sort of like you make your own money back. And the money that he paid to the county, which is the same we pay, which is county taxes as well as sales taxes.
He just wants his budget to be upheld, right?
No, this is something different. This is just who is right in the takeover of the jail thing. So, who's right? And he was embarrassed because he goes in there, takes it over after the head of the jail gets arrested, and then the county manager comes in and kicks him out. So it's embarrassing for him. And now the county board, the trustees, are stymieing him about getting computers. So he thinks the county board is against him. So he's trying to retaliate against them.
They're all retaliating against each other.
They're all fighting. This is the kind of government we have now.
We met Julia Brown, the county manager, at Golden Corral.
We did.
She was a line ahead of us.
She was the only one smart enough to wear a winter coat.
That's right. Well, she comes from back east,
Well, she knows what cold means. Anyway, so, okay, we're done with county stuff?
Yes.
Oh, here's one of your little gripes. I like these things.
Oh, yes. Well, Janice Chivas.
Who's she?
She used to run the Border Book Festival. She's a noted author from Las Cruces.
She was my master's
advisor.
Advisor.
Yes. She's holding a novel writing seminar over at the old Border Book Festival headquarters.
Yes.
And something I might have actually attended. But she's charging $50 for the day session. And it just seems a bit steep to me.
Well, the Border Book Festival is a is that a $50 bill? Or?
That's a $50 bill.
So just cut that out of the TV and give it to her.
The Border Book Festival is gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it's an organization. It's not a festival.
And anyway,
So you would go, I'll teach you how to write a novel. All you do is get a good plot.
Based on all the ones you've written.
Yes.
And
I took classes from her.
And actually, you would go in there. She would help you get involved, get the thing going.
Have you started a novel?
Yes. Well, I've been doing research on one for several years now.
Well, get it off the ground.
I have a title.
I usually write the first line.
It's a good title too.
It was
have the character's name.
Good year. Anyway, based on that thing, the StoryCorps is in town.
Yeah, StoryCorps. If you listen to NPR radio,
and who doesn't?
Well,
we all listen.
You'd be surprised.
Yes. People who don't listen to Fox
StoryCorps
News.
is in town. What StoryCorps is people interviewing other people who tell their story.
Right.
And sometimes they get played on NPR radio.
Usually it's a child talking to their parent or a grandchild talking to their grandparent to find out how life was in the old days. And you get such wonderful authenticity because these people are unbridled, they're unscripted, then they're talking off the top of their head, and obviously the stuff that gets on is edited.
Is of a historical nature.
So Debbie Levy, get your daughter to talk to your mother, and we think that'll be a great show.
Well, look for this trailer downtown. It's downtown at the library, right?
Yeah.
Not the library,
Brannigan Cultural Center.
The Brannigan Cultural Center, right downtown.
Okay, this weekend.
This weekend, going on at the Convention Center is the Outdoor Expo. Outdoor Expo.
We're not there yet. We're not at the Star Trek. Okay, there's an Outdoor Expo at the Convention Center.
Yeah. Michael and I might be there. If you see us, come up and say hello. Also, the Environmental Center is having a big party on Tuesday night, 6:30. They have a book coming out.
They're introducing a book that covers all the walks around Las Cruces, which people like to do. People like outdoors.
And they're no longer doing the Raft to Rio, but they're helping the Kiwanis take over with it.
The Kiwanis are doing the Raft to Rio in June. Star Trek stamps are out. That's what that picture was. So bring back that picture.
Postage stamps, right? First class stamps.
You know,
live long and prosper.
This was Leonard Nimoy's thing. It's actually a Jewish blessing.
Really?
Yes.
It's also a karate kill to the eyes.
We're out of here. So
in about a minute.
In a minute. We're out of here. I want to do this. It takes a while. You know, try this.
Let me drink some more.
Not everybody can do that. Can you do this?
Well, some people have webbing and it's harder.
2 fingers. Yes, but that's really good for swimming. Anyway, Nanu. That's another alien thing.
It's mork.
And also a local thing or a Scotch thing is Slanjava, which means health.
So, Michael, which one of these two do you prefer? I'm going with the monkey.
That's easier to drink. This is more flavorful.
I wouldn't turn that down.
No, we would not. You would never turn anything down.
Oh, yes, I would.
What would you turn? Oh, absinthe. Anyway, we'll do an absinthe tasting.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.
See you next week.
See you next week right here on Double Dose.
It's tasty. It fills your palate with
Aroma.
Scotchiness. So, see ya. Ooh, that's fun to do.
Hey, look, my phone's ringing.
Yes. Look at that hair.